So as of about 30 minutes ago, I just finished beating Resident Evil 9 Requiem. This is going to be a spoiler-free review, so don't worry about that. Depending on how I feel, I may put out a review with spoilers, going over like how much I like the game and certain parts of the game. But as of right now, this is a spoiler-free review. Don't worry. This is just my thoughts on the game, what I really liked about it, because I really like this game. It's one of my favorite Resident Evils. I think it is so quality, done so well. Like there's a certain level, there's some developers where I just expect a certain level of like prestige and fine tune from the developers. Capcom is usually one of them. I think Nintendo, probably Capcom, Nintendo, and like Santa Monica, I'd say. All studios I expect like very high quality titles out of, and for a reason. And the thing is, before I wasn't like a huge fan of Resident Evil 8. I like Resident Evil 8. It's a good Resident Evil. For me, it's like a 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. But that Resident Evil 8 just felt like it was struggling with its identity a bit for me. And I know Resident Evil has always been action horror, but it's weird because there's parts of Resident Evil 8, and that game is like 4 years old at this point, so I don't really care about spoiling it. If you're clicking on this video, you probably played Resident Evil 8, but if you didn't, skip like a minute ahead. Resident Evil 8, there's points where like you get to the baby part of the game and you're scared shitless. And then, about 5 hours later, you're doing a mech battle with Heisenberg in his robot factory. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say they jumped the shark a bit, but it kind of jumped the shark. Whereas this was my main complaint, or my main worry going into the game, was how they would balance the Leon and Grace segments. And they do a really good job of it. Like, initially, I was kind of worried. I was like, okay. But overall, the game is balanced, where it's like 50% Grace, 50% Leon. And that's really good. And then what's next on my to-do list to talk about? Graphics. This is one of the most beautiful games. I think it probably is the most beautiful game Capcom has ever put out. It's truly, and the RE engine is going on like 8 years old or 10 years old, and this game is like pushing RE engine to its limit. Like RE engine was already one of my favorite game engines. A lot of my favorite games run on RE engine. Most of the Monster Hunters, and I thought they were pushing it to its limits with Wilds, Monster Hunter Wilds, but RE9. This game is gorgeous, like even on medium graphics on PC, which by the way, the PC port, I didn't experience any frame drops, no performance, and from what I'm seeing, the game runs flawlessly on all consoles, even the Nintendo Switch 2. Apparently runs at 60 frames per second docked, which is so fucking impressive. Capcom, they're obviously doing black magic over there. But yeah, the game looks just so good. Like all the zombies look amazing. The gore is really fucking good. There's parts of the game where if you're aiming the gun as Grace in first person, you can see the actual like dirt underneath her fingernails, which is so fucking good. And the gameplay, I think this is one of the best feeling Resident Evils in terms of gameplay. Like, RE8 has very good feeling gameplay, but I think I prefer this, because it just feels like so fluid. It's to the point where I almost, for Leon's gameplay is like the best gameplay Resident Evil has ever had. And I will die on that hill. It's like, it captures action horror so perfectly. It's to the point where I almost want them to make like almost an RE5 to using this combat system, but with like Chris. Like, I want to be punching people as Chris with this combat system. What else? I talked about gameplay, I talked about graphics. Music! This was surprising to me because most of the time, this might just be a me thing, I don't really pay attention to the Resident Evil soundtracks. The music in this game is fucking really good. Like when you're playing as Leon and you're fighting zombies, it almost goes into this like cyberpunk sounding music. It sounds like Cyberpunk 2077. And it's really like fucking good. This is like one of the most memorable Resident Evils in terms of soundtrack. The sound design, top notch, as per usual. And basically the entire second half of this game, not spoiling it because this is a spoiler-free review, is just a huge love letter to the original, like, first 3 Resident Evils. Or actually just Resident Evil as a whole. This game is a love letter to Resident Evil as a whole, because this is Resident Evil's like 30th anniversary. Resident Evil as a whole is just, there's so many elements mixed and matched from other Resident Evils in this game, and it is spectacular. It is like truly spectacular. I think leakers did confirm we are gonna get DLC. That's not really a spoiler. Every Resident Evil game has DLC of some format. But this is the first time I'm actively excited for Resident Evil DLC because I can't wait to play more of this game. I'm probably gonna do another run, just to pick up some stuff I missed. But yeah, this is a really good Resident Evil game, and I think this is the perfect place to start. Like, that's some of my problems with other Resident Evils, is a lot of them feel like you kind of need to play the previous one in order to play it. Like, there's a few, like, I think 2 is one you can start with, 7 is one you can start with, but this feels like one, even though it's characters from other games, you can start with it because of how simultaneously beginner-friendly and veteran-welcoming it is. And for actual rating out of this game, this might be recency bias. I'm going to give Resident Evil 9 a 10 out of 10. It checked all the boxes for me. It was everything I wanted from a Resident Evil game. Good horror, good action, brilliant graphics, a great story, nostalgia without being like reliant on nostalgia. It's fucking, like, this is a game that is worth your money. It is worth the $70 price tag, I would say. Even though it's a bit short, but that's a complaint all Resident Evils have, that they do just feel a bit short. But I'd rather quality over quantity. I'd say this game is worth your money on all platforms. It's not like just get the Switch version or just get the PC version. You can buy this on any next-gen console you have, and I think you will have fun with it. But that's about it. Thanks for watching.